I've just become the second Houdini. Alright. Maybe you're now wondering, what the hell have I just smoked? Nothing, there's nothing. If you have seen my experiment I did in that video, I shared a thought of mine. What if you could leave Gore without ever choosing faction? Derion, Valorian, nah, you would just stay Gore. But how you should manage that? Because Tebekut is closed off. Because it would be super easy if Tebekut would be the same like Kev and Marut, which is connected to yesterday or then Horseland, but that's not the case when it comes to Tebekut. It's closed off and you normally cannot escape it. But I'm not normal. I'm a freaking Houdini, man. I've managed it and I've become, by this experiment, the second in the world, most likely. Maybe thousands pulled it off also and they just didn't make a video out of it. That's possible. No. Don't ruin my... don't ruin it, man. This whole experiment is possible only thanks to two guys, one of my viewers, which suggested me who got Gore. That's the second guy, the actual Houdini. Thanks to who this all was possible to pull off, because I just don't know how you come up with this. We are just chilling in Tebekut and what if I would like find a way how to escape Tebekut? Jak víš zrovini Gore, hashtag boogie v Tebekut. Basically by me replicating. I didn't replicate, man. That was my friend. I haven't broken any rules. Nah, I'm clean. I'm not a criminal. I just obtained these videos from my friend. And so let's dive straight into the test, which actually took me to
That's suspicious.
finish successfully about like 5 hours, but I thought I'll spend 5 hours for this trash, man. It's very interesting. Maybe another class with which this whole escaping the prison of Gore, let's say, would be possible is a Nightwalker, because he's got the teleport, which is an essential thing you need in order to succeed in this. Mage, from one side, seems to be a very OP class, because you can freeze them, stun them by the like fire thing, slow them down, and you can put on them the crystals flying, freezing spell. And in my eyes, it's just super OP class. In PvP, man, teleport, freeze, bam, and the enemy has no chance really to fight you back. But on the other hand, you are like on 2 hits, even on the maximum level with plus 24, I would say. So yeah, I need to jump back to my main character. No, I just actually sent the money to my friend's character, because that's definitely not me. No, actually, I didn't send him money, but I sent him the second most important thing. Actually, both of those things were equally important, because without each one, you know, then it wouldn't work. Don't know why it cost 30 servers each. And I'm talking about the morphing potion. And I probably found like the only use of it, which is this test. I don't know why we choose it. Like, you cannot use it in PvP. And now this whole experiment starts at this place. Check it out. This is what you need to climb. That's why you need those morphing potions. You would say that you could start playing as a priest and just fly it up with Crow, but you don't have the teleport. And he's flying up. This is what you need to do. Definitely, I'm not really suggesting you to do this, because it has its own disadvantages. My friend is so funny. And you have to fly up here. Be really careful. My friend told me, be really careful with touching things, because on this is 4STORY the original. It can like disengage the whole morphing. Check it out. And I just went straight for it, and I bugged he bugged himself into the texture. Yeah. And for some reason he didn't die. He then tried it on multiple other servers. Here you will somehow like touch some hitbox, invisible hitbox, and it will just like put you out the morphing potion. And he again bugged himself, man. For 25, I bought 20 and I can send it to my friend. And I believe that this right here, this demon, is the only morphing potion with which you can pull it off, because it seems that it has like a little bit different hitbox, you know? I don't know. Check it out. First try, I believe he now managed it. Yes, with the goddess, how he's happy. With the goddess, you will just bug into it, because it has a different hitbox, maybe it's like smaller. The another step is about jumping and bugging yourself in this wall in front of us. The plan continues with you needing to swim to the edge of the map. Here he swims, he's almost there. There's an invisible barrier. Up. And here he got suspended for the first time. So this whole effort he just put into it was totally wasted. It seems that it wasn't done really by human, or no, it was done probably by a robot, and it was on top of that automatic, you know. If you would touch, as soon as you would touch the edge of the map, Bam. And so I switched, he switched onto P4STORY. On P4STORY, you right away receive plus 24, so you can just go right away here. Already level 6, man. Just by one collecting, that's insane. As I was watching through his clips he sent me, he even, I believe, died. Like, you have to be expert to die on P4STORY with plus 24. I could definitely, that's not me. By the way, as I noticed, he also went again for the same experiment as I did on my channel, trying to level up to the highest level possible just in Gore without leaving Gore. Level 16. Ah, yeah. So he went also for those quests, which then brought him 12,000 of experience right here. Level 18 and 3/4, let's say. So yeah, he spent another like half an hour doing this experiment, but now we can go straight back into his experiment, main experiment. Okay, it was me, man. Fuck it, man. Let's stop playing this game. This is the invisible barrier, and you have to teleport through it. But here the bug, this whole thing was like for you being here, but without the breathing. That didn't really work out for me, and I started to get damaged by it. Just 28. Why we are swimming even here to this biggest mountain in front of us? I don't really know, because it didn't work. It didn't work at all. You can't use at this place the morphing potion, and so I don't know why the Hugo Gore was swimming here. He also then cut it here, and he was right on top of the mountain. So this whole swimming was totally pointless. Maybe this video is good for developers to fix this, so you cannot really bug yourself. So try it still you can. When I know that I can bug myself through the invisible barrier, I will just right away go to the north, to the edge of the town, because the plan continues by teleporting into Anbari. So I went this way. This is essentially where then the Hugo Gore ended up, but I believe that he had done that this way, and then he just like went a couple of meters back. So it looks like that he bugged himself somehow with the previous plan. Yeah, here I found the invisible barrier again, and so I teleported myself through it so I can continue on this northern edge. Basically now this whole teleportation to the second map is all about successfully teleporting there, but you will die like arranged. But that's okay. Last preparations. You should jump and teleport before the end, I believe, and that's what I haven't done here. It lagged, and this seemed promising, but I was teleported right back into the Gore, and bam, and we are again free, and we have to just wait for the teleport. Bam. Again, it seemed promising. No, yeah, here I charged just without the teleport, and it worked better, as you saw. But it again teleported me back. No, this time it didn't even teleport me back, because it just like bugged itself in the loading screen. I tried to go back on the 4STORY, the original, because that was just suspension, temporary ban. Maybe it would be better if they would at least write there like the minutes for how long you are banned. And so I again tried, just out of curiosity, to bug myself through here. Don't really know my like thoughts when you know that. Yeah. Okay, I don't even remember it correctly, but I was suspended already just by being in that place, which is technically already like, you know, illegal, because you shouldn't be there. And so right now I am on the 4 vision. I chose Derion. I just wanted to like replicate it, and so I had to fight my way to the 22 level, because that's when you will unlock the teleport. And so I decided I will spend another 20-30 minutes, I don't know how long, leveling up to level 22, just to find out that on 4 vision there are no goddess tears. And so with that, probably most likely morphing potions. They solved it out by not fixing the map, but by removing a goddess tears and morphing potions. I was that desperate, I even tried for Chaos, which is a PvP server, and so there like morphing potions, you won't really find it. I even asked on Discord the Ethan, or like the developer of the 4 Chaos, no replies. I even downloaded 4 Classic for this. I jumped back to the 4STORY, the original, and basically replicated what I've done on the P4STORY. I went back to the second guard post. 4STORY, the original seems to like have all of these invisible barriers, which will just put you back out of the transformation, you know. Here is the invisible barrier, so teleport. Yes, it worked. It worked. We got respawned in the Anbari. Yeah, I made it. I've escaped from Gore without ever choosing a faction. Well, but we still have a long way till the Marut. The biggest problem you will see right now, you would go into the portal right away, right? Probably would need some money. There's nothing. There's just battleground, and I would say if I would port into the battleground, then I would probably then port back into Gore. But you are not even at this point supposed to use teleport. Now you have to go through a lot of trash, because the Anbari is a place of level 140. Yep. And so you have to go through here on this bridge. I will speed it up. Here are these giants, so you have to be careful about them not hitting you because they will one-tap you. That's obvious. Now it was fun because these ones, there was a lot of them. They one-tapped me, I believe, here. And you have to again walk the whole way there in the death form to revive yourself, to progress a few meters, then you will again die, and this way you will continue to get to this area, like a mining area. I don't know really what this is. Sharp rock a lot. Yeah, and you basically need to get on top of this, close to the fortress, which is there, the building. I was again a little bit skeptical because I wasn't really elevating, but you just gotta get really close to the mountain, and here I am. Now you have to just drop down here, you know, but this actually is quite like accessible and you don't even need to do some heavy bugging. The only bug then is the teleport, right? Final preparation, mental preparation. I saw that on the video the Gore got a lot damaged by the sea right away, so I was like getting prepared to right away, yeah. 39. He was getting damaged 300, so I was like still good. By the way, as you see, you cannot use the world map while traveling in space-time. For some reason... Yeah. I thought that I again got suspended. But logging into the server, please wait. I wasn't. That was just a coincidence, so I could go right back into the Echo Cliff, and I was already at the top, and I could continue. Here you see again the 90 level, 100 level, don't know really. So I flew over them because I had still 30 seconds of the morphing. I didn't need to do this because now the plan is to let them kill you, because then you will respawn and you can teleport. I just now realized that you can use local portals, but you cannot use the world portals, let's say, because now you have here, you know, the Gebra, Ardir, Tychon Teroga, and all this. But now the huge problem which restricted me from progressing in this test was actually freaking 250 silvers to teleport. What is this price? I teleported into Ardir, which is the closest to Marut. Here I am. This worked for some reason, but the world port, yeah, the whole map portal, but here it's working also. Don't know really why. And now all you need to do is to just ride on your horse to Marut or Keder. No, in case of Keder, you should teleport somewhere else. Ardir, Tiberet, yesterday, and then you will be finally in Marut. I had actually quite a big problem passing through here. I could just do it by dying and moving, you know, a couple of meters before they will again kill me. I needed to ask another friend to help me. It was funny because I was typing into the chat. I was then whispering with him, and I thought that, you know, could you help me please go to Tebekut, Tiberet. He then like said that, but that's Derion map, you know. I was the whole time talking to a Valorian. That's the thing, that's the advantage of you being a communicator between basically seeing, you know, both chats. But after I managed with a little help to go through here, I had a free path to the Marut, and so finally after 3 to 4.5 hours, don't know where right now, but basically took a lot of time, I arrived in Marut. At Marut, on Marut, but freaking basically I was there as level 9, as a guy who never really chose any faction. I managed to back my way there just to find out that I cannot do anything there. I cannot use portal, I cannot use shops, I cannot I can open these NPCs, you know, the bonus point exchanger, but there was nothing really. I can refine because you have the portable, you know, you can just use the tab in the upper right corner. I found out that the only good usage of this character is the communication between Derion and Gore, because one guy asked me to type something, you know, for the Valorian, you know, go battleground, blah blah blah. The only advantage, the only purpose of this whole bug test, cheating, 4STORY, hacking my way to the Marut as a Gore guy, which took many hours, but outside of this it was total pointless. It was total waste of time, but good content, you have to admit that it was a very interesting content. It is very interesting that you can still replicate it even after the video from Hugo. They still haven't fixed it, and you still can bug it this way. No, technically if you wanna have a hardcore version of 4STORY, you can go for this, walk everywhere, ride on the horse everywhere, because you cannot use portals, you cannot sell anything, you cannot buy anything. Best spent 5 hours.